You're about to witness a political showdown that's as revealing as it is frustrating. Mehdi Hasan, known for his precision questioning and relentless pursuit of truth, takes on Donald Trump's former chief of staff, Mick Mulvaney, over one of the most controversial and closely guarded topics in American politics, the Epstein files. From the moment the first question lands, it becomes painfully clear what Mulvaney's strategy is: not to clarify, not to enlighten, but to sidestep. Every answer feels like a carefully crafted dodge, a way to run out the clock while avoiding anything remotely direct. He leans on political wordplay, vague hypotheticals, and the kind of selective memory that seems to plague so many in Trump's inner circle. What makes this exchange so fascinating and infuriating is how obvious the pattern is. Hasan presses with specifics. Mulvaney responds with generalities. Hasan asks for clarity. Mulvaney offers confusion. It's a dance, but not the elegant kind. More like watching someone try to escape quicksand by spinning in circles. This isn't just about one man avoiding a tough question. It's a window into how power is protected, how narratives are managed, and how loyalty to one political figure can outweigh loyalty to truth itself. And trust me, by the time you've seen the full exchange, you'll understand why so many people have zero faith in political accountability. Before we dive into the full story, comment where you're watching from, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Last year, you said the Jeffrey Epstein scandal
would
have no political impact at all on Trump's election chances. And you were right about that. It didn't. But it's certainly impacting his presidency. It's probably the biggest story in America right now. It's divided the MAGA base. Many conservatives are furious with him and his administration. Trump, of course, is a former close friend of Epstein's. They're furious at him for not releasing the Epstein files, as he promised he would. Is it because, as Elon Musk has said, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files?
No, absolutely not. He's in the files. A lot of people in the files. This is if there was something in the files that was particularly damning about Donald Trump, the files would have been released by the Biden administration.
No, not if it was damning about Bill Clinton as well. Not if it was damning about.
Can I please just okay? If it was really damning about Donald Trump, they would have released at least that part. My guess is, and it's an educated guess, is that it's particularly damning of very important people on both sides of the political aisle, which is why Trump doesn't want to release it and why Biden didn't release it either. If it was just about Trump, it would have come out.
You were the chief of staff when Epstein apparently died by suicide in prison.
Yeah,
you were.
Yeah,
we checked.
So,
Trump at the time baselessly suggested that Bill Clinton might have killed him, as he does.
Baselessly? Okay.
You think Bill Clinton might have killed him? Okay. Just checking. I don't know how loyal
Is Bill Clinton on the list?
I mean, you were chief of staff at the time. You didn't come out and correct him, so maybe you do share that insane view.
Not my job.
That literally is your job as chief of staff.
No.
You just said earlier, the chief of staff controls information coming to Donald Trump. Who told him that Bill Clinton killed him?
It's not the job of the chief of staff to protect, to correct the president of the United States. And as between who knows the job of the chief of staff, you know a lot about a lot. You don't know a lot about.
But you just told me the definition was to protect Donald Trump. So you failed.
The job of the president of the United States is to make sure he gets good information.
And he failed because someone told him that Bill Clinton killed Jeffrey Epstein, and you didn't protect him from that.
Did they tell him?
Yeah, he retweeted a post saying that Bill Clinton could have killed him.
So again,
I mean, you told me that was a job description. Last thing on Epstein, you were the chief of staff. Trump does make this claim in 2019. The DOJ now says, the Trump DOJ, it was definitely a suicide, no cover-up, there's no files, and yet they've released a tape from prison, which is missing a minute of footage, and which it now turns out seems to have been edited. You were the chief of staff. Did you see the full footage at the time? Is this the full unedited footage from the prison cell that night?
I have no idea, and I never saw the original film, but I did read about it.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything.
So for 6 months after his death, you're chief of staff, you don't see anything about Epstein?
No.
You don't think that's strange?
Well, no, I don't think it was strange at all.
Why?
Because it's not the type of thing that rises up to the level of the President of the United States on an ordinary basis. It's not. No, I
mean, it literally is right now.
It is. That's dealing with the disclosure of the files, which are in the control of federal government. No, it would not have been the type of thing that we all sit around in the Situation Room and look at the video of.
But you didn't.
Of the Epstein thing. And by the way, the minute, I was reading about the minute gap, you may have read the same thing, is that apparently the video resets every single
night, apparently.
At midnight. So
but there's a trust deficit right now with this administration. But I got to ask again, you're saying you didn't see any of the video stuff, you weren't involved, this doesn't rise to the level of chief of staff or the White House, and yet you're confidently saying that Elon Musk is wrong and his name's not in the files. How do you know?
No, I didn't. No, I absolutely didn't. In fact, I think if you go back and look at the tape, I said, I imagine that Donald Trump's name is in the file someplace. There's photographs of them together. Okay. So if there's a file someplace, which I assume there is.
Trump says his name is not in anything. So he's lying.
I could imagine. Why? There'd be photographs of him.
But he said it's not him.
I have no idea. I have to
lying?
imagine his name is on the list someplace. He was a member at Mar-a-Lago. By the way, Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago for being too weird. True story.
I mean, he also said he's a terrific guy who likes younger women. So, Mick Mulvaney, thank you for being here.
When you look at the unwavering loyalty of many Trump supporters, January 6th was the ultimate stress test, and the result was telling. That day revealed, in plain sight, exactly where the movement's true loyalties lie. Many in Trump's orbit, including Mick Mulvaney, seemed to believe that the chaos of January 6th would finally be the breaking point. They thought it would be the moment when Trump's base would turn on him, that the sheer gravity of the events would be enough to force a reckoning. And for a brief moment, some distanced themselves. Mulvaney himself spoke out against Trump after that day. But when the dust settled and they realized the base wasn't going anywhere, everything changed. Suddenly, the criticism stopped. The moral lines blurred. The same people who once condemned him quietly found their way back into his corner, choosing to defend the indefensible rather than risk their own political survival. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Mulvaney knows the truth. He knows that Trump's name appearing in the Epstein files, whether tied to wrongdoing or not, is politically explosive. Yet instead of openly addressing the implications, he downplays it, distracts from it, and pretends that it's somehow not worth serious scrutiny. And when you pair that with Trump's own words over the years, from his disturbing comments about women to his oddly casual praise for Jeffrey Epstein, the picture becomes harder and harder to ignore. Now, no one here is making wild accusations. But when you step back, examine the evidence, and see just how close Trump and Epstein once were, it's only natural to suspect there's more beneath the surface. The real tell, however, is in the behavior of those around him. Mulvaney's evasiveness isn't just about protecting Trump. It's about protecting himself from the political and social cost of speaking out. This is what the modern Republican Party has become. A political machine so thoroughly shaped by one man's influence that speaking the truth is seen as career suicide. It's no longer about principle, or even party unity. It's about loyalty to Trump, no matter what the facts say. And in this exchange with Mehdi Hasan, Mulvaney's inability to confront those facts head-on isn't just disappointing. It's downright embarrassing. Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe accountability should matter more than political loyalty.